All right, welcome back. Thank you guys for all tuning in. This is episode 3, number 3. We've got a great show looking up for us today. Today is February 9th, and we don't have a lot of sports news going on, so we're going to try to keep that part short, just get a quick overview, and then give you guys a little bit more kind of segments, our interaction. Seems like that was some good feedback, and we just want to test some stuff out. I think we got some good stuff planned for you, some nice surprises and all that good stuff. So, I'm excited. I don't know about you.
I'm excited for this one for sure.
I'm always excited.
Yeah.
You know. All right, let's get into it.
Let's hop into her.
Let's hop. Oh, whoa. All right. Let's go. So we are going to start the day off, or the night, it's late, with another run of Guys vs. Google. So that was out of our first episode, and
watch it. Check it out.
Go back. We tied 1-1. Sorry, spoiler warning there, but so we're gonna try to actually keep a better score this time. Run through actual rules, kind of what we're looking for. We're gonna try to do this as a reoccurring thing, but right now, we're going to do first to 5 points. You get 1 point per correct answer. And the winner chooses a punishment for the loser. We've got some ideas out there. I'm really hoping I win just for the sake of my fandom. But, content is content. But I don't know if do you want to go back and forth with it? You want to start?
Yeah, let's go back and forth. So we are going to count the first episode. So we are both at 1.
Correct. So we need 4 more points.
4 more points. We're only doing 3 questions, so not possible this episode. But
you could take a commanding lead.
Could take a big lead in this one. So why don't you hit me with one first, and then I'll hit you with one.
Okay. What player, and it'll be obvious in a minute that it is a quarterback, ended their career in the NFL with a postseason record of 14-13? And a Super Bowl passer rating of 77.4.
14-13?
Correct.
So they played 27 postseason games.
Long career. They're done now. Not in the league.
Are they black or white?
I will not tell you.
Okay.
Don't see color, Joe.
Are they...
No, answer the question.
No, I know. I'm thinking. Is it... There's no... They are done now.
Clock's ticking, Joe.
Yeah, is it... Peyton Manning?
You are correct.
Okay.
It's the only reason I wrote it was because you walked in with that.
Greatest of all time, by the way.
Yeah, that was his worst time, was in that jersey.
Walked away with a Super Bowl.
He beat my Bears.
And beat your Bears.
As a Colt. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Joe now has 2, unfortunately. I was kind of...
That is 2. So, if a polar bear and a grizzly bear have a baby,
okay,
what is that animal called? Obviously, it's a bear, but what is, the name? If you mix, a bulldog and a shih tzu, it's a bullshit. What is this animal called?
I feel like it is somewhat of a cross between a Coke commercial and a Natty Light commercial.
Okay, yeah.
But sake of the name,
that's Bush Light, by the way.
Is it? Oh, it's Bush because it's the Bush. Damn it. Sorry, should have got that. So it's a cross between a polar bear and a brown bear?
A grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear. A blonde bear.
No. It is a pizzy bear.
Really?
Yeah.
No
so
shit.
Basically, if you take really just a P from the polar bear.
And take away the G. No shit. Okay, yeah, well, I'm not winning today. All right. All right, this is one that I'm not confident that you'll get wrong.
Okay.
However, I want to ask the question.
Okay.
So when you're in a race, okay?
When I'm in a race.
You as a person.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. when you're in a race
Mm-hmm.
and you're racing a car,
Okay.
specifically a dragster,
Okay.
what is it called? What is the slang term for when you prematurely start?
Red light?
Yeah, I bet you'd fucking know that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would know that one, huh? You do it a lot, huh?
Okay. So I was right?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay, yeah.
I'm handing this one away.
Yeah, this is...
Go ahead.
Must not like winning. Okay. Let's pull up the second one here. How much money does Costa Coffee, very nice brand of coffee, never had it, how much does Costa Coffee pay their coffee tester, the guy that just drinks their coffee, that just tastes it? How much do they pay him per year?
So it's either a really, really high number or a really, really low number. I would assume, since it's a per year number, that it's a really high number. Costa Coffee. I'm going to go with... How close? Do I have to get the exact number? How close do I got to be?
If you get within $1 million, I will give it to you.
Oh, shit.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, shit. Fuck, what? That means he's got it. Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
$18.7 million a year.
You are incorrect. It is $10.9 million a year
I'm not mad that I got that
to
wrong.
taste coffee.
All right.
Okay.
This one, I'm looking for one answer and one answer only.
Okay.
How many times can the Los Angeles Dodgers, formerly known as the Brooklyn Dodgers, go all the fuck in on a season? How many times before it works? Mind you, they went in on Manny Machado.
You're looking for one answer.
I'm looking for one answer.
This seems more of an opinionative question than Google,
I'm
but
looking for one answer.
okay.
They just recently went up, for those of you that don't know, they went all in on Mookie Betts as well as David Price.
You're
Which
looking
now they have the two most notorious pitchers for choking in the playoffs.
Kershaw.
Granted, one does have a ring.
Right.
However,
I'm going to say 0.
3 for 3 today, Joe.
3.
Hell yeah.
At 4. One more.
I have some work to do.
Yeah, you
But
fucked yourself on that one.
I
Don't
really
you worry.
appreciate that. That's what I get for not preparing. If
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I did this like 10 minutes ago, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
How many minutes per week does the average American spend having sex?
Oh, okay. So it's like the average time was like every other, or it was like daily or whatever. It was like a little bit over every other day, I think. What you looking over there for?
I'm
There's no one over there.
waiting
we
on
don't
you.
have a cameraman yet. Waiting on me, bro. You took 3 years for the first question. Anyway, I really hope we don't account for this average, because we would bring it all the way to the fuck
Very
down.
low. Very much an outlier.
Minutes per week.
Minutes. Did I say?
Is it a male or a female, or is it just the average person? Is it the average American?
Average American spend
American.
per week having sex.
And it's minutes. Does that mean it's over hour, or it's under hours?
Not really sure.
How close do I got to be? Exact minutes?
Within 5 minutes.
Fuck.
Not sure why you're deep throating the mic.
41 minutes.
No, sir. It's 57 minutes.
I really wanted to say 59 and I didn't.
14 minutes below the world's average.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know?
57 minutes a week.
You know,
That
that's
would be
not
nice.
that's not
I'd take 57 seconds at this point.
that is not a knock on performance. I think that's just America doing what they do best and
I
just
mean,
getting
you
the
do
job
it
done.
twice a week. It's damn near 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do it 7.
All right, so I'm a loser. I kind of just cucked
So
myself,
it is
but it's
now
whatever.
4-1.
Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks for the update. Didn't make that. Anyway, shocker. Let's move on after that embarrassment to a segment that Joe came up with. We're gonna kind of change the rules as we go on, but the name of it is
Same thing.
yeah. The name of it is Exposed. So Mr. Joe Kidd here claims that of like the cheap beers, you know, your average consumed beer that you get at the
gas station,
wherever, liquor store, you know, that Coors Light is his favorite and the best.
Hands down the best. And
So,
I am going to prove it.
He's going to prove it. So what we came up with, he got 6 beers. I then labeled them along with a cup. So we're going to crack those open. He's going to be blindfolded. And he's going to taste test them all, give us a ranking, and then by that, Coors Light should be at the top.
Number 1, and will have the highest ranking.
And if not, you're exposed.
And if I do, you're exposed.
Because I'm calling his ass out.
So
not by choice, but I like the idea. So
let's get this set up.
Let's get to it. You're going to hear a whoosh sound, and we're going to get right into it. All right. So the way this is going to work, on the front of these cups, you can see the names. Currently, they're in an order that I just predetermined, 1 through 6. Joe is going to go in order of that number. You can see. Stop it. Or you can't see, but you know where you're at.
I can't.
Sorry. And he's going to give me a ranking, and based on that ranking, I'm going to adjust.
1 through 10.
He's going to give me a ranking 1 through 10, and then based on that, I'm going to adjust the actual scores. I will then move the can behind which one it is, the corresponding can, just so then we can see when he has his reaction. It will be on our left is the best, and then the right is the worst. For you, I believe it is flipped. I don't really know, but this side is going to be best. So, Joe,
yeah,
put your left hand out. Okay, this is going to be your first cup. Right there. Is this wine tasting?
Oh, what the fuck is that? That better not be... Hold on. Is that... That's not... There's no way.
What's the ranking?
I'm gonna give that a 6. I don't know what the fuck that.
You can decide later. I'll read back your scores.
Okay, I'm gonna give that one a 6.
Okay.
That was the first tasted nothing like the second.
Interesting.
Oh, that better not be fun.
Okay, right here for you.
Ooh, that's shit. That's shit, whatever that is. That's not good. That's horse piss.
This is fantastic.
That's not cool. I know that.
What's the ranking? I need a ranking.
Fucking 2.5.
2.5.
That's fucking Natty Light. I'm saying that's Natty Light.
So you're calling that one as a natty?
Uh-huh.
What do you want to say the other one was? Do you want to say yet, or do you want to wait?
I'm gonna say the other one was Budweiser.
Budweiser?
Yes.
Okay, I'll leave room for error.
I'm either about to look like a massive alcoholic or a massive idiot.
Probably a combo of both. Okay. This is interesting. Relax. Okay, here's your third cup.
That's a Coors Light.
Yeah, you're calling it? This early? What's your score then? 10?
Is that... fuck. Is that a... I don't know. Son of a bitch. That's not a Coors Light. That's...
Okay.
That's getting worse. That's a 5.
5 out of 10.
And I'm calling that one... But that's Bud Light. No, yep, that's Bud Light. Well, I don't know why the fuck I called that a Coors Light. That's a Bud Light.
Disrespect. Okay, so we got 5 out of 10, so that one's going to go right here for now. Okay, I'm going to move these back, and then I'll move the can, and we'll go on to the next one, okay?
TN4.
Right here.
You're getting fucking hammered.
Yeah, okay, I hope not. Not trying to deal with you there. Okay, right here. It's number 4. What are we thinking on the score here?
Don't rush me. First and foremost. That's a 6, and that's a Michelob Ultra.
Okay. I'll take that from you. So currently we have a tie for first.
That's 6.
6 out of 10.
Oh, is this the 5th one?
This next one will be number 5. So this one right here is your 5th. 2 to go. I may have to move some stuff around here.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, some oohs and ahs.
Is there 2 Bud Lights? Oh, fuck,
No.
I hate Bud Light. But if I put that shit up there. What beers have I said?
You've currently said Budweiser, Natty Light, Bud Light, and Michelob. So that would leave Coors and Bud Light. No.
Are you
Coors and
drunk?
Miller. Coors and Miller. Sorry, I got confused with where everything's at. My stupid sticky note.
I'm going to say this is an 8.5, and this is Coors Light. I am not confident in that. Give me a chance at the end.
To rearrange.
To
I'll
fully-
read back your scores.
Right.
Okay, so I'll take that from you. So this is going to jump to our leader. Me. Move stuff around.
Oh, no.
This is very interesting.
I'm not feeling good right now.
Very interesting.
So-
I cannot wait for you to have to open this.
Technically, if I was right, this is Miller Lite.
I don't know where you place Miller Lite on this scale, so.
No, but I'm saying, like, from what I haven't said Miller Lite, so.
Oh, correct. Yeah, you haven't identified a Miller Lite yet. That's correct.
No, shit. What the fuck? I don't know if it's in my head that I think this is Miller Lite, but I think I'm gonna give this.
You said you like Miller Lite, right?
I do.
Okay.
I think this is Coors Light too, though. Shit. I'm gonna give this. God damn it. I'm gonna. Wow. I'm gonna switch.
This is going to suck for people that are just listening to this. I just
Yeah.
thought of that.
Sorry. Get over it. I'm gonna
Paint a
switch.
picture.
Say this is a 9 and this is Coors Light, and I'm gonna say the 8 was Miller Light.
So the 8.5 was Miller.
8.5 was Miller. This is a 9. This is Coors Light.
So that becomes our leader.
And honestly, I'm not gonna change it. I don't want
You're
to.
confident?
Unless you want me to re-drink them.
No, I don't know if you left any for that.
Sorry.
Give me that. Sorry.
All right.
Hold on now. Let me confirm that this is in the correct order. I'm going to make these face you so when you do take off the thing, you'll see.
Okay.
So, okay.
Oh.
So, just to go over. In last place, you had number 2 with a rating of 2.5. Does that sound accurate to
That
you?
sounds accurate.
Okay. And you identified that as Natty Light.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Then, second to last, you have number 3, which you identified as Bud Light.
Yes.
Okay. And then coming in at a tie in the middle, we have number 1 that was given a 6 out of 10. You identified that as Budweiser.
Okay.
The other one was number 4. You identified that as Michelob Ultra.
Yes.
Okay. Number 5 was given an 8.5 out of 10. You identified that as Miller Lite.
Yes.
Okay. And then your best overall was your last one, which was a 9 out of 10, and you identified that as Coors Light.
And yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna switch the answers, but I'm not feeling confident.
Okay, Joe. I believe I have these in the correct order. I would like
How would you mess that up?
I'm just making sure. I just want to
Okay.
double check because that would suck. All right, go ahead and look. On your left is what you identified as Coors Light. You need help there, genius?
Oh. Fuck. Oh. Fuck.
Yeah, you fucked
There's
up.
no God.
You fucked up.
No.
Definitely. It's on tape.
Oh. Fuck.
You, the motherfucker that was sitting there before we were planning this,
Oh.
saying how much you hate Bud Light and how
I
shitty
really-
it is. You gave that shit a 9 out of 10.
No. Well, it fucked up my palate from that. Oh, fuck me. Did I identify any beer right?
I don't believe you did.
No.
So
I thought Budweiser was third. It was tied for third.
Yes, but you identified Natty Light as Budweiser, which is bad.
Oh. Yeah, what the I gave Coors Light a 3?
Yeah. You gave it a 5. You gave it a 5. It was number 3. You gave it a 5 out of 10.
I gave it a 5.
But it was second to last.
Oh, damn. Miller Lite, what are you doing back?
Yeah, these are the two that you said you liked the most.
Yeah.
And they're at the end.
And I really like... Well,
guess what?
Unfortunately...
You're exposed, bitch!
Exposed.
You hate to see that one.
God
I actually love to see it. That's funny as shit.
That fucking pisses me off.
That's funny as fuck. You can't make this stuff up. That's funny as shit.
Completely unscripted.
I wish that we had you talking shit about Bud Light beforehand, because that...
No, I'm still saying fuck Bud Light. You won't catch me drinking it, but apparently I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
Here, how about this? Clean this up. I'll drink a whole cup of Bud Light for the rest of the episode.
I guess that's what you get for being exposed. And by clean this up, we're just moving this to the side.
Yeah, we can cut this out.
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you fucked up, man.
God damn it.
I find that...
That's the one thing I did not want to happen.
Well, and originally you had Coors right, and then you switched it.
Dude, it all tasted tasted the same. Like, fucking Miller Lite tasted like dog dick. And I fucking like Miller Lite. That shit is bunk.
That's funny. That was good.
I enjoyed that. That was very fun.
That was funny.
Hold on, let me... Should I just fucking can it?
You can do whatever you want.
Or is that... I mean, is it...
I don't care.
I'll fucking hold on.
All right, so Joe self-declared that his punishment was to drink a full cup of Bud Light, since
apparently
hates it, but
beer.
likes it. I don't know. Yeah, that I enjoyed that segment. That was funny.
Tastes like shit when you know what it is.
Interesting. We'll probably give that one a rerun once I turn 21.
That was fun.
That was a good one.
That was fun.
But we're gonna get into our. We're gonna try to do 15 minutes or less, and it'll most definitely be less than that of sports. Just to address it. Gotta throw it in there. There is some stuff that went on, but then we'll get into our last segments that should be pretty entertaining, and then we'll let you go. Even though this is, the 20 people that do watch is just pretty voluntary. So anyway, enough said. So first thing we got on here is the NBA trade deadline. It has passed. I believe it was this past Thursday.
Think so.
Kind of uneventful.
It was eventful, but it wasn't
like crazy.
It wasn't crazy event. Like, it wasn't like a superstar.
Yeah. I mean,
opinion,
D'Lo's got sent to the T-Wolves. They are 2/3 of their like bromance trifecta there. They just need Booker, but that doesn't really make sense how it would happen.
No. Andrew Wiggins to Golden State. Seems like...
You know how old he is? Do you know how old he's going to turn?
I'd like to think he's still pretty young.
He's turning 25.
Yeah, no, he came out very young. He came out of high school.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he's pretty young. I don't know if I like it, I guess, when they get all the pieces back.
I think it'll fit the team better. I think Kerr came out and said that,
Well, because Kirk came out when they got D'Lo and were like, yo, this is a perfect fit. Mm-hmm. And then when they trade him, they're like, we didn't know about the fit from the start. So
yeah. Kind of a cop-out answer, but I mean, in all honesty, like, that's kind of what I thought when it happened. I'm like, okay, like, now they're, like, not going to be guardable. And then everyone got hurt, and then now it's just like... Yeah, it kind of didn't make sense. So it's whatever. I think it makes sense for the players in that trade. Andre Drummond got fucked.
He got disted.
Yeah, and then who else?
Kevin Love,
poor guy.
I wish they could get him out of there.
He wants out. He's been very vocal.
I would want out too.
Oh yeah. So that sucks. Miami got a little bit better. Philly's a dumpster fire. Chicago's a dumpster fire. Laurie, U of A. Let's go. Once out.
Again, the Phoenix Suns.
Dumpster fire.
Didn't do a goddamn thing that I saw.
Both LA teams, I don't know if the Lakers got any better, but I know the Clippers did. which is interesting. That'll just kind of be there for the longevity of the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, AFC, all the teams that were good, got nothing to worry about. Teams that weren't that good.
Honestly, the T-Wolves are the only team that really drastically changed.
Yeah.
And they were on their 13th loss in a row, so if they're going to win, they have to win now, and they're going to be a late seed anyway.
They're not going to get any worse, really.
Yeah, so no, other than that, it's kind of the same. Just
Yeah.
a couple different faces here and there, but it didn't really matter, in my opinion, I guess. Is that all you had to say?
That's basically it about the NBA trade deadline. Not super interested myself, but figured we had to cover it.
Yeah. All right, then next we have the debut of the XFL that happened this weekend.
I'm going to clap for that. Because we've seen leagues like this fail. We've seen this go poorly, and I thought it went very well. I am a fan of the XFL.
Did you watch it?
I watched highlights.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, no, I agree with you. I think they've got a lot of good upside. I like the, how a couple of those are different. I think the kickoff is fucking stupid.
It's weird.
But I think it's one of those
like
things.
A rugby scrum.
And I think part of it is just like it's so different. Like
Yeah.
I'm turning that on thinking it's something in between a college and a professional football game, and like it's just
weird.
different. I like the 1 foot in for a catch. I like that. I do like how they are promoting gambling on it with they have the over under and the odd and the spread on at all times, which I think that's a good addition.
I don't get how they figured the spread for week 1. Like I was watching a game earlier with Dallas and
I don't know.
But like they were like a 9.5 point favorite. Like I don't know how that was figured out. I mean they had to do it.
I mean I'm not in Vegas. Yeah, I'm obviously that stuff will change. I mean there's only 8 teams, but it's gonna be nice to have something to bridge the gap between now and the combine, the draft, free agency, all that good stuff.
I do kind of like the rule about the punt. If you punt it out of bounds inside the 35, the team gets the ball at 35.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Makes you keep it in bounds.
I also really like it for like those guys that are like real close to getting to the NFL or just wasn't the fit for any team at the point.
Right, yeah.
They still get an opportunity coming out of college. I think that's really nice.
And there's big time players. It's good football. It's not like some backyard
that's
bullshit.
Debatable.
Like
there's some pretty shitty football.
I mean, there's shitty football, but there's I think overall as a whole, it's decent football.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it next weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to follow it. I'm intrigued, and it's interesting. If anything, it's interesting.
New. I like the 1, 2, or 3 point.
Yeah, it's different.
I mean, seeing fucking kickers kick 30 yards. Like,
yeah,
just stop.
I think it's going to be good. I'm excited about it. It'll be good.
I am pissed. Johnny Manziel said he will not join that. He won't come back to football unless it's the NFL.
I hate Johnny Manziel.
I love him, Johnny boy. Play
Johnny football.
Just play him.
Can suck a dick. Anyway, anything else on that?
I think as it goes on, there'll be more and more to discuss.
Yeah,
I'd say first week was a success.
Yeah, I only watched highlights too, so I can't really talk shit about you anyway. But another thing to recap is the UFC fights. We have Juan Adams won by TKO, and he lost to Justin Tafa. My bad. We all mess up. We got Valentina. What's her last name?
Shevchenko.
Animal.
Absolute killer.
Translate to animal in monster and thug in Russian.
I could see her. I don't know. I don't think that was a title fight. So you're getting one soon, though.
Yeah. And then, yeah, for sure. And then I think we kind of said this off camera. The same thing about John Jones is he didn't really win, but if you don't knock him out, he's gonna win.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
I did not watch it.
It was a really good fight.
I saw a couple highlights.
I could see. There was a lot of people. John Jones won. Dominic Reyes won. A couple people I heard had a draw. It was a great fight, but
two great fighters.
Dana White came out and said that he had Dominic Reyes winning the fight. But it's John Jones. You're not going to beat John Jones in a title fight unless you knock him out or submit him.
That's kind of how it is.
If you let it go 5 rounds and you clearly didn't just ruin his life,
they're
not going to give it to you. The UFC is turned more and more like boxing with the scoring. So
that's just going to happen with it becoming more televised, more popular.
I would like to see, you're going to have to knock him out. You can't let it go. I hate when fights go to the scorecards because I feel like someone always gets, unless it's like a clear domination.
It never seems to go the way that you want it. If you watch the fight, it kind of just seems like what were you scoring? Like all these jabs that someone just barely connected for points when they're not really trying to be offensive on the fight. They're like in a sense of, winning the fight physically. They're just trying to win it on the scorecard, which kind of
think,
sucks, but it is part of the sport.
Yeah. I do think we will see this fight again. Barring something crazy, like they'd be stupid, because this will be a very hype fight.
Yeah,
the next
I agree.
time it comes around.
I agree.
Was Dominic Reyes' first loss? Good loss to have, if you a little consolation, but yeah, it's a fight I would really love to see next time.
Yeah, agreed. All right, that is our short segment of sports. That's kind of really all we had that was going on in the recent days. Moving on, we're going to get into some segments. The next one we got up is going to be called Eat the Mic. The explanation behind this is if any of you have ever played a video game online and raged, and you get very angry at whatever happened, you do one of these, and you basically talk like this, very loudly, and you basically are eating the mic. And it's so the idea here is something that you feel passionate about or want to bring up and like call out, and you're just gonna kind of just go off for a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna give each of us just a little bit of time. We're not gonna say the other person won't say nothing. They just.
Oh shit! Really?
I mean, we can react after.
I'm just kidding.
But.
All right, you go ahead first because I'm curious what yours is.
I'm gonna give mine. It's gonna be about Antonio Brown. Now, Mr. Antonio Brown, once revered as probably the best receiver in football, fairly so. This fucking retard. I swear to God, not only fucked his football career, but fucked his personal life. Dude's probably going to prison, going to jail. I don't know what the hell's happening with that.
Which Paul did the tweet?
Logan Paul.
I never thought I would agree or root for that guy ever.
No.
Antonio Brown corrected that.
So now he's on camera, cussing out his ex-wife with the kids right there, being a complete bag of shit. I don't know the entire story, but I can assume he's a bag of dicks. He literally threw a bag of dicks at his wife, gummy dicks at his wife.
This is facts.
It's facts. Agent dropped him. I believe his lawyer, whatever the hell else, dropped him.
Well, and he's gone back and forth. Sorry. Actually, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're...
Go ahead.
Totally fucking it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah, totally fucking not only ruined his professional sports life, but fucked up his own life, because dude's probably going to be in prison. So then he calls out, we'll call him YouTube star, social media, Logan Paul. Logan Paul, famous from YouTube, but also fights KSI.
Check out our Twitter for the retweet, WID_podcast. WID_podcast.
Facts. Calls out Logan Paul for a boxing match. Logan Paul does know how to box. Love him or hate him. Trained, pretty big guy. Logan Paul accepts the challenge under terms. I believe Antonio Brown eventually ended up being the one that couldn't get it to work, because I don't know whether the money wasn't right. I think there was $8 million on the line.
He probably had a court date.
Yeah, because he's about to be in jail. So then Logan Paul drops a diss track to Antonio Brown, which we will link. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. Which was actually, I don't like Logan Paul, but actually fire. Actually just fucked him up. And there is a scene in it where there's like a fence, and on the one side is a man
displaying Antonio Brown.
Supposed to be Antonio Brown, wearing the penitentiary jumpsuit with Brown and number 84. Logan Paul's on the other side in a Juju jersey, which is funny because Juju and Antonio Brown don't like each other because Antonio Brown's a bag of shit.
Juju did nothing.
Good guy.
Shout out Juju.
Yeah, love you, Juju. And he's just rapping, just calling him out for all his bullshit, really. So props to Logan Paul. Never thought I would say that in my life, but props to you. And Antonio Brown, suck a dick.
Yeah.
Enjoy that prison food and penis.
My big thing on Antonio Brown is the guy just can't pick one. He either wants to be an asshole or he wants to be apologetic or the victim. And he just is going back and forth with, fuck the NFL here, fuck this guy, fuck you, fuck my wife, apparently. And then he's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And then he goes and does four other crazy things.
Dude's got problems in the head.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are.
It's bad.
But he's like, I think he's trying to get money or something from doing all this dumb shit, but he's doing literally everything wrong along the way. And at this point, I'd love to see it because that dude can fuck off. Yeah. I don't like him.
All right, to stay on a football-related note, here is mine, Eat the Mic. So, for whatever reason, last year, I found on my YouTube recommendations this video from the Browns the Cleveland Browns YouTube account, which I'm like, okay, why is this suggested? And the title, I think it was like Building the Browns. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And I kind of looked past it, and then like a couple more episodes came out, and like some of them had interesting titles. I think the first time I looked was after the Odell trade came out. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, like this might be cool. Like might be some behind the scenes things. So come to see it, it's like I don't know how many episodes. It's like 20 episodes long, and it's about the whole off season. And it kind of ended up sucking because it really was just news that we had already seen. But anyway, there was about a six episode stretch on the transition and how good Freddie Kitchens was. And it was, I watching them, again in the off season, I was kind of in on it. I'm like, okay, like I can see it, like down to earth guy, like he's just trying to do the right thing. He seems like a good football mind. All this stuff, going to the media day, getting introduced and used to all the head coaching stuff, and look where we are now. The man is fired after 1 year. The Browns are in a interesting pickle. They don't know what they're doing. He's a very bad football coach when it comes to calling plays. If anyone watched the season this year, very Cleveland-esque.
Oh yeah.
But my thing on it is just it's interesting of how much it was a very nice production. Like I said, I was in on the Browns at that point. Like after watching a couple, like I would go in like at once the new episode got posted, I'd watch it like 25 to whatever amount of minutes it was, and I'm like, man, this Freddie Kitchens guy is the real deal. Like they're really in on him. Put a lot of this money in just to the production of him versus even just hiring him, and then here we are. The dude actually sucks. And who am I to talk? Because my Bears are dumpster fire too. But it's not the point. It's not what this is about. It's not what this is about, Joe. It's not what it's about.
Okay.
You said don't cut people off, even though I broke that rule.
You fucking cut me off like 200 times.
All right. Anyway, moving on. In a more positive note.
Positive
vibes. We're gonna go on to Tip the Cap. This is one that we've done before. Just a nod.
Episode 1. Check it out.
Just a nod to something we've seen in the media, whether you're making fun of somebody, just showing appreciation. But Joe, why don't you go ahead? What's your tip the cap?
I am going to tip the cap to Mr. Jeff Bezos. If you don't know who that is, CEO of Amazon, richest man in the world, worth $126 billion as of right now.
And he just lost half his money to his wife, and he's still the richest man.
That's fine. He did not bang that girl. Anyways.
You got proof?
I'm going to tip the cap.
You got proof? I'm just curious. You seem very confident in that answer.
Tip the cap to Jeff Bezos. I think it was earlier this week. In 2 days, I think it was Wednesday, Thursday, he made $3.5 billion by selling 3% of his shares of Amazon. Now, that might sound normal. He did it because Amazon, up to this point this year, stock has risen 11%, and they blew away projections of revenue or profit, whatever. So him knowing that, being a smart guy, sold them while the stock was just high as hell. So he made almost $4 billion in 2 days.
Must be nice.
So I'm gonna tip. You make $3.5 billion in 2 days. Props to you, because that is impressive. And rich get richer.
Rich get richer. Jeff Bezos, I don't know if you're a very good guy or not, but if you you want to elaborate on this whole exchange, let us know. We liked your guys' commercial for the Super Bowl, so think about that.
Oh,
okay? Appreciate it. All right, my tip the cap. You're gonna love this one, Joe.
Okay.
You have any idea? Of course you don't.
No.
It's to the University of Arizona basketball program.
Oh, fuck.
For fooling the fuck out of every fan they have for thinking that this was going to be a good year.
Yeah.
What did they just lose to USC, right? At home.
Oh, it wasn't even a good game.
And like our social media accounts were saying like, doesn't matter about the scoreboard, that never matters. It's about the best fans in the West or the Pac-12 or some bullshit. Fuck that. It's about winning the fucking game. That's what they're here for. That's why all of our tuition and all this sponsor money goes into the pockets of the fucking people you're paying, Sean Miller, and you suck. You fucking suck. I want all of them to, like, I want to interview these people, but they fucking suck. I don't even watch the games anymore. Like, I literally don't. I see the notification. I'm like, oh, that's an L. They were somehow ranked this year. I don't know. This should have been my Eat the Fucking Mic. They literally just fooled everyone. They fooled everyone. We're not good. I have no confidence.
Season is not over. They're making the tournament. They can make a run. I'm not saying...
Homie, you bet your car on them to me. Obviously, we're not keeping that serious, but you thought... I don't even know if they're going to make a tournament. Like, obviously...
Oh, fuck. They're not going to make the tournament?
They
Are you
probably
fucking kidding
will.
me?
Do they deserve it? No.
Yes, they do.
How?
How do they not?
Two of their biggest... Like, the losses that they've had by the biggest score margin were to Oklahoma fucking State and USC. Both unranked teams.
Oregon State, actually.
What did I say? Oklahoma State?
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares? They both suck at basketball.
Look, they went through... They're having a rough time. Look, the team is good.
Shit.
The players are good. They just can't get
Are
together.
They?
Yeah. No. Yeah,
I don't know.
Are.
I don't know. I think they're good by themselves in an AAU team, but in fucking college ball, I can't trust any single one of them to make the final shot to win a game.
That's fine, but once they get tournament time, teams change. And they're going to change one or two ways.
They did. When we were the fucking, like, 2 seed going in, and we got blown out by a fucking, what?
We're not talking about years prior. We're not
I don't give a
fucking
shit.
doing that.
It's the full fucking program. They fooled us.
It's not. No, they did not. Look, I am pissed off they lost. They are not...
How are you defending this team?
They're not a championship team.
How are you defending this team? How?
Because I'm not a fake fucking fan, all right?
I'm not a fake fan. I go to the school. I wanted them to be good, but they fooled us.
No.
I told you they're not real. I've said it from the beginning.
They're fucking real.
They're not real.
Let's see them finish the season. Talk to me after the Pac-12 championship. After the Pac-12 championship tournament, fucking talk to me. Because all the shit they're doing now...
Oregon's going to beat the shit out of everybody.
No, all the games now, they matter just obviously for rankings and not complete fucking your season. But get me in tournament basketball, and I believe in this team. They have the pieces, and if there's a coach that can turn them around and get them on track, it's Sean Miller.
Yeah, with more fucking money in their pockets or what?
I don't give a shit what he has to do, but I believe in the team, and I'm not giving up on them. Like, I'm not giving up because I know if they were just a complete dog shit.
You know what? They're gonna go on a run in the NIT.
Oh, fuck you! You're a bag of shit. Shut your.
In all honesty, I would love to see them go on a run. I would love to cheer for them. I'd love to get my hopes up just to have them crushed again. I wouldn't mind it. But, you know, I got to tip the cap to the U of A basketball team for fooling the fuck out of me. Any of you players or anyone from the fucking men's basketball team want to debate that, let us know. I know I'm sure this is getting annoying that we say this about anyone that we mention.
I mean, at some point it's got to stick, right?
Someone's, you know, you got to fetch. I don't even know if it's the right expression. Moving on. You hate to see it. Joe, you want to start us off?
You start us off.
All right, for those of you that don't know, we're recording this it is now 11 p.m. And that is because I had a intramural basketball game at 8 o'clock, went about an hour, had a shower, and here we are.
How'd that game go?
It did not go good. That's why it's in the hate to see it. We lost to, I think it was a frat, I don't know, bunch of white dudes.
Frats, by the way.
Okay. Bunch of frat dudes that are on this team. Much better than our team, which is okay. And the last time I looked at the score, it was like 61-21. That was with a lot of time left in the second half. And finished the game. Yours truly with 7 points on like 5 shot attempts. So I think that's pretty good.
Decent. That's good efficiency.
I fouled out about 2 minutes into the second half.
Wow.
Because, and this is what we had an Australian ref. Nice guy till the second half. Just called a bunch of bullshit. And he told me, I said, so the score, I had a foul that he called on me. I disagreed, but I'm like, whatever. I had a hand up. He said I hacked. Didn't hack. It's whatever. And so I'm like, okay. It's like maybe my second or third foul. Maybe. And that's because literally in the beginning of the game, he called a foul. He's like, what's your number? And I'm like, why? He's like, because I got to report the foul. I'm like, bro, it wasn't me. He's like, well, who was it? And I'm not gonna be the guy that points a finger at my own teammate.
You ain't no snitch.
Exactly. So I'm like, just give it to me. It's whatever. Little did I know, that would come back to bite me in the fucking ass. That's what you get for being a nice guy.
That's 100% true.
So, yeah, you would know.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
So, I get after this foul, the scorekeeper calls me over and he's like, hey. I'm like, what's up, man? And he's like, you fouled out. I'm like, don't I get a warning? Because you're supposed to get a warning at like 3 or 4. They're getting close. And mind you, like, they just called fouls, and, like, I wasn't in them. Like, I didn't commit them, so I assumed they weren't on me. So I guess it's my fault for not, like, looking, but I didn't think I'd have to. And he's like, no, this is your warning. So I'm like, oh, so I got 4. He's like, no, you're done. You've got 5. You're out of the game. I'm like, bro, like, no one told me. Like, I'm like, they haven't even gone to the line 5 times, which they had because they called a fuck ton of fouls. But I was just amazed. And I'm like, dude, like, where were these fouls at? Like, these were not on me. You just kind of gave me a lot. He's like, I know, but you were in the middle. I'm like, bro, I understand this is intramurals. But come on, man.
I'm a competitor.
I had a third of our team's fucking points. Come on, man. You need to leave me in there. And cut us a fucking break. At the half, we were down like 35. Come on, dude. Quit calling fouls on us. Fuck you. Like, we're not, like, and it was like, it wasn't like we were hard fouls because we were frustrated or anything. It was just like, we're trying to defend, and like, they just called everything a foul. And like, it didn't go the other way. And I'm like, it's whatever. But I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, fuck them.
So you hate to see it.
Yeah, you hate to see that. My you hate to see it is a fan at a Halsey concert. You know Halsey?
I'm aware.
What was
Kill that Post Malone song.
Pop artist?
Sure,
we'll call yeah. So there was
Great
a
singer.
fan, and I think this is funny as hell. There was a fan in the crowd yelling G-Eazy for, if you don't know, they dated for, I think, about a year.
Sure.
There was a fan in the crowd yelling G-Eazy at her, right, pretty close front row. So she gets pissed off in this show and like just starts going off on this dude. Like, fuck you, who do you think you are? I'll have you kicked out. Has him kicked out. So, big win for Halsey. What do we get a couple days later? We get Gerald, whatever the hell his last name is.
My name is Gerald.
Kissing Meg the Stallion.
It's a bad
Big
bitch.
old thick bitch.
It's a bad bitch.
Oh, yeah. And that was just like,
She bad.
holy shit, what's going on for everyone, the month of February. And
It
then
got
you
around on
G-Eazy.
social media for sure.
Oh, yeah, like, you just hate to see that for Halsey, and you hate to see that for G-Eazy, because, I mean, good for him, but that shit's not ending well at all. That's a fucking nightmare waiting to happen with Meg the Stallion. Would I do it? You're goddamn right I would, but that whole situation is just, you don't like to see
Very
that.
interesting.
I don't want to see it.
All right. Our next segment is something we're calling the Daily.
Duh. Fucking duh.
It's just something stupid we saw that we felt was just like, kind of all our segments could be interchangeable with our topics, but do you want to start off or you want me to go?
I'll start off. All right. Pull it up here. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll start it off because Joe's taking a minute.
I'm here.
Okay. Never mind.
So,
Sorry.
in Ocala, Florida, not sure where that's at. It's in
Florida.
The Navy, there's a Navy base right there. The Navy will be dropping live bombs on the Ocala National Forest for training purposes, but they're live fucking boom bombs.
That's what bombs do, yeah.
And as training purposes, and warned that it will push wildlife in the forest to nearby roads. And for drivers and people living in the fucking area where they're dropping bombs to watch out for them.
Not the bombs, just
no,
for
not for the fucking bombs, but
just
for
the
animals.
wildlife.
So, in my mind, it's like, oh, you're dropping bombs on a forest that has animals, and you're warning people nearby where you're dropping fucking bombs to just watch out. Like, what the... do we not have anywhere else to drop this shit? Like, you couldn't drop it in the ocean. You couldn't go somewhere else. You got to drop it in a fucking forest full of animals and then warn people that live right there. Don't hit the fucking animals we just bombed.
Yeah, I don't have an explanation for you.
Like, what? That's fucking duh. Like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. But, hey, we support our troops, but I'm just saying that's fucking stupid. I don't get that, personally. But,
All right, on my end, like I said earlier, I was not very prepared for these segments that I came up with, unfortunately. Yeah. But the first thing that I saw when I pulled up Twitter, which, as a Chicago Bears fan, is a very scary sight. And I'm assuming if there are the few Chicago Bears fans that are listening to
He's
this.
like taking the Marines logo, the fucking the few, the proud. Just
the few, the proud, bear down. Anyway, the first thing I saw was a photo from an XFL coach, or of an XFL coach, Coach down in Tampa Bay. I think they're the Dragons.
Yeah, they're
Name
not
of
good
his-
either.
No.
Aaron Murray, former Georgia boy.
I got a reason for you.
Okay.
Their head coach his name is Mark Trestman. Those were some dark days in Chicago when he was the head of our football team. Not good.
Nope.
Not good.
Still not good.
The fact that he has a job in football, I guess you could call this professional. I know he coached in the CFL for a little while. It's just dumb to me. I don't get it. Doesn't make sense. Might be a great guy. I don't like him. It's just, it's one of those things that like, you see and you just go, and that's one for me. I just like, ooh, don't want to see that again. But at least it's not in a Bears apparel.
Sports are like one of the only professions in the world where seems lately, you don't have to do your job well, and they will just keep giving you chances.
Yeah.
And I don't get it.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So, to the Tampa Bay
don't have control.
XFL team, fucking duh. Maybe it'll work out, but I doubt it. They got a Bears coach in there? Hell no. Ain't gonna work out.
Yeah, as much as I can say for you,
That's not gonna work out.
All right. Well, I think that's all we've got time for.
That seems to be the end.
All of myself and yourself I can tolerate.
Yeah, no, hell no.
So that's it. I hope you guys liked this. Let us know.
A little different of an episode.
Yeah,
than you've seen the first two.
Let us know what you liked. I hope we've got a lot of still good ideas. I hope we keep coming up with this stuff. I'm sorry for the beer identification segment. For those of you that are listening, I hope it's still entertaining to you.
Yeah.
But I hope this is also influencing you to go check out our YouTube. It's much more entertaining to see us react to each other, I believe.
That's the best way to watch it.
Definitely. But still check it out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Follow us, social medias.
Everywhere.
WID_podcast.
Let us know what you guys thought. Appreciate you listening. And we'll get back to you next week.
Have a good one.